I was here doing a new little update video. I ain't done one in about a week. And figured I'd get the feeding them these tube effects worms. See how they react to it. And yeah, that square you see in front of the angel. About these little tube effects worms, which is the Aqua Select. These, yes. And it actually said on the bottle to reach your hand in the aquarium and press firmly against the glass, and they stick just like that. It's kind of silly. And just sit there and slowly kind of, you know, soak up the water and start to break apart. So I actually started to see some new things from these little high fin rams I have. Starting to think that the one with the orange nose might be a female, but I do not know. I know this one over here is definitely a male. Oh, come on. Why you gotta run away? He's got a lot of blue in him. He's pretty pimping. Angel back here is getting bigger and bigger. Bolivian ram right here, she's huge. This is like, I don't know, body is a solid 1.25 inches, including tail. She's at least 2 inches. Bright blood red in her fin. She's really colored up a lot. Love this fish. A lot of personality. Oh, looks like I got some more stems back there popping up. I don't know if y'all can see that, but I've got there it is between the triangle line. I got another pygmy chainsword popped up in the back. Won't root. Have to plant it down. So yeah, if y'all noticed here, everything's starting to look good except for this. All my Java fern died, but it's coming back. I don't know why. It was all balls out up to next to the surface of the water, looking good, and then it just died. I ain't gonna trim it. Let nature take its course. I don't care. Cryptospiralis in the back. You can't tell from here, but there's actually a baby one next to it that shot up. A lot of the crypt over here died out. A lot of my crypt red one did in the back died out. I guess it actually took it a little bit longer than I thought to adjust the highlight, but it did. It is. Whatever. Nubius, of course, is just retarded. It's all growing good. And of course the jungle val, I just pull it up and replant it about 1 inch away from each other. Just keep doing it. And it keeps growing. So got a little bit of hair algae in there, but I took a week off from running both bulbs. I've only been running one. I was out of town for a few days last week, and having to put the care of my tank into someone else's hands is it's just not the same as when I'm doing everything. So lots got left on a little bit too long. But as you can see, the pygmy chainsword goes from front to back, left to right, front glass, back glass, side glass to side glass. It stretches to every corner of the tank now. Here in the front, it's so thick you can't even see the soil underneath anymore. I fan it out every couple of days with my hands. You know, kind of churn it up, and it don't matter. You still can't see the damn bottom. It's ridiculous. And this is all over, I guess it's been 8 months now. Started with 5 pieces of pygmy chainsword, and this is what I got. So so most definitely works, and it grows a lot faster than dwarf sage. And I'll say it grows a lot faster than dwarf sage because I have a carpet of dwarf sage now, and I'll show you. I'm showing y'all the ceiling. You can see my certificate of rider. I ride motorcycles. It grows a lot faster than this shit. It's called dwarf sagittaria. Now this is in my little 5-gallon. It is growing under a CFL bulb. Same kind of dirt setup, pre-mix, fluorite sand and pool filter sand as a cap. Only plant that's in here, well, 2 plants. This is my duckweed. And of course, herpes of aquatic plants. It's in all my tanks, including the 55. But this little tank is just dwarf sage. And yes, it does finally stretch from both sides of the tank. As you can see here, finally hit this wall. So it'll begin to fill in over here next. But it is carpeting. Now you can see that all the shoots are a lot further apart than a chainsword. Chainsword grows as an actual carpet. Okay, it grows together like a big rug, and a big mat. You know, you'll find a big mat of baby tears, or well, excuse me, dwarf baby tears, or maybe narrowleaf microsword, hair grass, things like that. You find it in huge patches. Well, pygmy chainsword grows the same way. Dwarf sage, however, does not. There's always at least an inch or more between each of the plants. If they are close together, they grow small. So I'm not really sure about that. I've tried adding a few different fertilizers in here. Different amounts of iron, magnesium, and potassium. It doesn't really seem to make any difference with dwarf sage. It grows regardless. Low light, high light doesn't matter. It'll grow. Pygmy chainsword, on the other hand, prefers medium to high light and a really nutritious soil. If you don't have that, well, you may not want pygmy chainsword as a carpet plant. You may want this instead, and you're gonna have to physically cut the runners and put them closer together if you want that tight carpeting. So I hope it helps and enjoy. And as a last part, I'm going to show the 10 gallon, and it's one little occupant here. You can see the snails going apeshit, all the dwarf sage, and all of the kabamba. And yes, this is the purple kabamba out of the 5 gallon. In 1 week's time, it has grown, about what, 5-6 inches or so. They were all about the same size, right down in here, and they've all shut up. Some hair grew towards the front, and just so you can see, I'll put my finger down in here and show y'all. This stuff is quite tall and quite long. It's very pretty stuff, though. As you can see, it's tall. It grows very fast. So that's I do have some pygmy chainsword in here as well. Microsword, Pongitons, Hygrophilia, Cardinal Plant, Amazon swords, Cryptwindini, and some Anocreus, which is also growing apeshit. So, hope y'all enjoy. This is Oz, Mr. Chainsword, formerly Mr. Amazon. Day after Easter. About to go get me some more fish for the 55. I'll do another video of the 55 later. Show you all the gouramis I bought the other day. Well, over the weekend. Let's see my badass little rams here. That's the male. The female B-ram. And here's the other dude, which is apparently showing his ass. Literally. They're so pretty. They're all assholes too. There you go, Vinny. How's that for genetics, mate? There's front two little things. The one on the right, there's two of them. It's split. There you go, you can see it. The left one's just a single one. I don't know what you can tell me about that or not, but I've heard it's a Pinoy marble, something like that. So, and by the way, man, your video, I watched it earlier. That's fucking awesome. Dustin's kind of a dipshit, but hey, everybody, you want information on angelfish? The man to go to is VinnyMac66 on YouTube. Look him up. Find us on aquaticuniverse.com. He is the man to go to for angelfish questions, especially breeding. Again, this is Oz, Mr. Chainsword, for YouTube and Aquatic Universe. Hope y'all enjoy.